Brothers with MaxWaxPax. We should be live right now, and as you can see the setup, I'm going to try to arrange this screen so it works. But what you've got there, obviously, on the left of your screen is the 8170. Above your screen, that's my desk right here. Shoot, it looks like maybe that's no longer updating. Let me just see if I could fix that. Hold on 1 second. I don't know if we're going to get I think we're going to, let me see if we've got it. Yeah, we've got everything. Okay, so this is my desk here, and scattered around here is 1,800 2021 Panini Mosaics that my son and I opened last night. And I'm putting the whole video together later in a time lapse, which will show from the opening to how we sort them out, to how we get them ready to scan, to the boxing of them. But I said I would go over a couple things with boxing. I don't know if this screen is going to be set right for scanning, so bear with me. What I'm going to do is get rid of my ugly face here in the bottom right corner and give you the full screen there, and then I'll try to adjust the screen as it starts scanning. But we're going to scan these. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, somebody had asked me about cleaning the scanner, so I'm going to show you what I do to get started when I clean the scanner, and we'll take it from there. But one thing I will tell you is you're going to see me in a lot of my videos, thanks to my wife. She gave me a good tip on this. These brushes that I guess the women use to do this stuff all over the place, the bristles on here are really awesome to use to clean cards, to dust cards. I usually use these before I send them off for grading, and I also use this on my scanner on the glass. Believe it or not, I use this more than I use anything else, and so I'll show you, I'll give you an idea. Now, I will tell you, these cards are going to be kind of dirty, just the card itself. There was so much dust from opening 12 boxes from a fresh case that cleaning them was almost impossible before I sleeve them, and I need to get these sleeved and get some out for grading. So any imperfections you do see, any spots, are most likely going to be in the card and the penny sleeve. But either way, we're going to see how this goes. I'll show you how I clean this real quick, and take it from there. And I'll show you how, when it's initial cleaning for the first day, the things you're going to need are going to be, let me see, I've got one somewhere here. Okay, you'll need, got these on Amazon, right? So I get the microfiber towels. I get the alcohol wipe, and I'll use that first, and then I will still dust it either way. So hang tight, I'm gonna get rid of this picture of me right here, and I'm gonna show you how I do this. So let's get rid of that. Yep, that's me, I'm gone, all right. Okay, let's see what we got, guys. I need to get started here anyway, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open it up. Okay, you do have two lenses. I'm not gonna lift the camera up to show you. You should know where your glass, not two lenses, two pieces, two glass areas. So I'm going to wipe this one here on the front end, and then I'm going to wipe the one that's on the lid here. So that's it. I mean, just, I don't want to lift the camera up because I already got it set, but just wipe those, that's it. Then I'll take my microfiber cloth, and I will just gently wipe a pass over on both of them. All right. And then I'm still going to go through with my brush here, and I am going to just brush off these in case there's any dust that transferred at all. Hopefully it's clean. All right, now I'm limited on my on the trays that I use to catch these cards. So what you're going to see me do here is I'm going in this row here, and then I'm going to go to here, and then going to go down here into here. So we've got quite a bit to do. I'm going to lay these out on the table. That way I know which order I'm going in, and you guys can see me scan them and so forth, okay? So let me put these up like this. Okay, now I've also got my box ready. So let me get my box set here. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. And I don't remember what I'm gonna number this box, so let me just go ahead and get started on the screen here because I know I'm gonna need to adjust it. Let's see what we got. And sorry guys, my phone's going crazy, so bear with me a little bit. All right, so we're using the 8170. We're gonna be scanning football. We're gonna go ahead and put the new details in. This is gonna be 2021. And then we're gonna put Panini, Mosaic, FOTL. I don't think the FOTL really matters. I'm gonna click OK. And I am done, so I have to do, so it's gonna be box 21. I'm going to do these in sets of 75, so let me label my box real quick. So this is going to be FTB0021, and I've got my dividers ready. Okay, so from here, and I can turn this just a little bit from here. it's crazy. Sorry guys, it's really crowded up in here after all these. So I take a little stand like this one so I can keep my box at an angle, right? And there's my box right there labeled, and I'm gonna leave it just like that. So like I said, so it sits at an angle. So when I put the cards in, you can see this. When I put the cards in, they'll sit at an angle and hopefully not fall back. All right, now to set this up here, that's my microscope for grading. I'm gonna put my tray right here. One thing you do want to do is you can also take your brush and make sure you just dust off the dust right there. All right, I'm going to get another stand like this, and I like to angle, so I put this just like this, and here's what happens. When these cards come off, they'll hit this lip right here so that they don't flip over, and they'll fall in, and the reason this is set up is so that they slide backwards because this tray is open. I don't want them in penny sleeves will just move freely, and I don't want that to happen to where they fall out. Okay, so I think we're good to go. That should be that. And so I'm gonna get started here, and on the screen, I wanna make sure that we've got this all aligned for you guys, so I'll try to make sure it's centered. It looks like we're good to go here. So let me see what's on the screen for you guys. Okay, so you will see it populate. And I think it's more important. Let me adjust this real quickly. I think it's gonna be more important to show you see if I can do this. Kind of, I don't know. I'll leave that there. Shoot. Well, you know what? You'll just see them. You'll see them populating. I mean, you'll see the pictures here, and you'll see some here as well. I don't really want to shrink these down too much more on the left side. I don't think that's going to be a problem for you guys, but if it does turn out to be a problem, then we'll adjust it, okay? But for right now, here goes. So I'm going to get started. And so somebody asked me, like, hey, do you ever notice that the cards get jammed? And I do. So what I do is I like fan them like this. Now, sometimes the first run is going to be the toughest one, but I'll drop them in just like that, kind of like a deck of cards, right? And you'll see my scanner settings. When I scan here, I'll show it to you. So I'm going to click Ready to Scan. And I'm going to get my dialog box. It's probably going to come up on this screen. Yeah, it's a different screen, so let me show you. Here's my settings. I'm using these settings, and even though these are going to be Prism cards, I'm going to like the way this comes out. If you want a copy of my settings, let me know. But I'm going to drag this off the screen and just click Scan. And we should see this start going. Okay, our first batch of 75 is done. Make sure I don't have anything in there. So I'm gonna take the cards, straighten them out, right? And I'm gonna put them in the box. And let me go grab a set of dividers, and I'll show turn the camera so I can show you what I'm doing here. Let me grab some dividers real quick. Okay, so, and some people start on the other side of the box, but there's my box, and there's my first set of 75 right there. And so I'm just gonna take the divider, put it in there, and we'll get going to the next batch. But it went pretty smooth. No problems there so far. I got my divider in now, and we've got our next one ready to go. And all these are, yeah, these are from the glass here. So, I mean, I will go back and check to see if I need to clean some of it. But right now, it probably won't show up too many more times. So let me just run this and see. If I see it happening a lot, actually, well, you see, there it goes. Now it's gone. So sometimes I'll just let it go. I'm not going to sit there and kill myself to take something out because it's clear that it's not a part of the card. And then I will open the lid up and clean it again. But all those little specks, those are in my cards. There's nothing I can really do about that. Those are just in the cards, and like I said, opening a full case yesterday, that's what I had to deal with. Let's keep going. What number am I at? 66, okay. All right, take that. Make sure we didn't leave any. And this is how it's going to be. So it is live, guys, so I know this is going to be a long video, but if you have any questions, let me know. If not, it's just there. All right, so now we're on to the next box, so we're good. We'll click yes. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm going to click yes, and then we're going to get scanning again. Maybe I could shrink this down. I don't know if you can. No, I guess not. Oops, I better get going. It's going to stop before. All right. There we go. It should kick on. That's okay. I'll just tell it keep scanning. All right, so there's another 75. So far, no errors. The cards are coming out looking pretty good. So I'll leave that. Being that there are 1,800 of them, guys, I'm not as picky. Only because this is a personal collection for me, so I know what I've got. I know if I see any imperfections, I know what it's about. Let's keep going. I really want to see if I can, man, I wanted to show you guys what I'm seeing over here. So let me just, I guess I can kind of put it like this maybe. Oops. Okay, stop doing that. Let me see if I can do this so you can maybe see both cards as well. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see if I can size this for you guys. Sorry, I would rather you be able to see it if you can. How's that? That might work. Let's try that and see. Yeah, that might work. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to say we're ready to scan, so let's get going again. Yeah, that works out pretty good, I guess. All right, so we are now 300 cards in, okay? So far, so good. Our dividers are going good. Our cards are laying out well. The box is looking good. I'll give you guys a shot of that in just a minute. But let's keep going. So we will save this one. Let me drag this down if I can. We'll save that, click yes. And I think on this box, I have just a little bit more for maybe 1 or 2 more of these 75 batches. So let's tell it to keep going. And so far we haven't had any errors, no mistakes, no cards misread or misscanned, I mean. So far, so good. We are now 375 cards. So we're good. Okay. So I don't have, I'll show you this box real quick. So here's my box right now. And this is as much room as I've got left, which is going to be, I mean, it's close, but it'll be really squished. And that's my son writing me about school, so I'm going to check that in just a second. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the last scan to be like, let's say, 50 cards. To leave me some room, right? So we're gonna accept this. We're gonna click yes, and then we're gonna come up here. For the last one, we're gonna just change it to 50, click OK, and let's tell it to get going. Okay, so there's our 50, and we probably could have gone maybe 60, but really you want to, you kind of want to leave some room. So here, I'll show you what this looks like here. So there's the 50 that we're putting in. Actually, that's a good fit. So we have 75, 75, 75, 75, 75, 50, gives us a total of 425 cards that we've scanned so far. And now what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to go to row 2. All right, so I'll leave those just like that. I'll click OK. Yes, and then I'm going to come back up here, and now I'm going to tell it go to row 2, and I'm going to change this back to 75 and click OK. And I'm also going to check to see what my son wrote, so please give me 1 second. Okay, let me check on his. He took an exam today. I want to see how he did. Okay, so let's get started and go. There's our 75. So that starts our new row. Alright. Put our divider, tell it okay, and run it again. All right, we're two trays out so far, so that's good. Because I didn't have my next batch ready, so. How are we looking? At 75 cards, perfect. Okay, we're good. Still no errors. Click yes, yes, and scan again. We'll keep it going. We're gonna run through this first batch pretty quickly, I think, without any errors, really. Hopefully. So I do like the way the settings I have. If you're doing prisms, people have asked me. I did not like the way that Carnozio says to do prisms. I find that it comes out too cloudy. Matter of fact, I did a whole batch like that, and I'm disappointed. I almost want to redo them, but it's just a lot of work. I kind of like these, and I think people that understand what prisms are will understand if it's not like always shining. I do like when I see the silver prisms, they have this almost white look to them, which, you know, clearly defines them as being a prism, a silver prism card. And then all the other ones, the colors seem to pop as well. Let's go ahead and click OK, yes, and keep going. We're at almost 700 cards now. These almost fell out of my hands. That could have been disastrous. All right, good. So let's get these in the box. Okay. Looks like we can do just like the other side, one more round of 75, and then we'll do 50. So let's. Huh? Where are you going? Oh, you need us? Okay, when will you be back? Okay, I love you. Don't talk to strangers, and drive safe. Whew. All right, there's our last run of 75 for this box. So the next run will be 50. And then what that's going to give us in total is going to be 850 cards per box. So there's the 75. I put those in, and I'll show you this in just a second. I'll run the next 50, and then I'll give you a shot of what the box looks like. But it's actually coming out great. I couldn't be happier with it. Now, when I start a scan, I don't load this down a lot. Appreciate the guidance. 5 minutes start and eBay start. What do you think market for you sports is big outside of the auto cards? Hey, you know what, man? I'll tell you what. Look, let me just take a break here so I can say what's up to you. There's a lot of cards in Australia. A lot of guys that sell on eBay in Australia, and I end up buying. I bought a lot. So what's your biggest out there? Is soccer big? Because I don't know if it's big, but I mean, I just started getting into. I just purchased 2 big Lamine Yamal cards, and I was telling somebody last night, hey, on eBay, I was like, yeah, I bought 2 Lamine cards. They're like, who's Lamine? So I'm like, oh, great. But that was here in the U.S. I didn't know. But anyways, I figured I'll ask you real quick while I continue. Here we go. Let's get my ugly face off the screen. Pew! All right, so we're going to approve this 75, and now we've got 50 left, and then I'll show you the box. Yes, and then let's go over here and change this to 50. Click OK, and then click Scan. And this will round out box 1, so this is pretty cool, all right? It's great to know that we finished one box. We can get an idea, so we know that there's 1,800 cards, which means if I'm getting 850, that means I'm going to have 1,700. Which means I'm going to be 100 short. So I'll have to make a third because I have a second box already made to get going. Okay, so let me show you where we're at and take it from there, right? So this is actually pretty cool. When you start seeing exactly how many cards you can fit, you can start planning ahead of time. Okay, so let me put these in and then I'll take the camera and show you. Okay, so here's what we've got, right? I'm just going to grab the stand and show you. So this is... if you look on the scanner here, hopefully you can read it. It's going to say something like, I don't know if you can read that, but probably not because I'm screwing this up, I'm sure. Let me tap the screen, see maybe if that'll... Nope. Okay, well, you'll have to just trust me. It says 850, and I wish for some damn reason... Oh, there it goes. 850, okay? So that's how many cards we scanned so far, right? That's what's in here. So 75 all the way down, and then 50 on the ends. So we know that if we have 1,800 cards and 850 is going to give us 1,700, I'm going to be short by 100, but oh well. So this box is full, okay, and I'll put that under the camera. You can see this box is full. So I'm going to go ahead and put the top on it and get started with the next box. Let me label it real quickly. I can find my pen. My look is, oh yeah, here it is. Okay, bear with me a second. I will... if you just give me a second, I gotta grab this one. Okay, so I'm gonna save this, right? Click yes, and then I'm gonna come up here. We're gonna go to a new box. So this is gonna be FTB0022. I don't want to mark my face, but I know I'm gonna sometimes do that. All right, and then we're gonna go back to settings to 75. Okay, let's click OK. All right. Let's line the box up. We're ready. It's on that incline like I told you guys. Oh, whoops, I have to put my divider in. Hold on. I have to put my divider in, folks. Give me 1 second. Okay. There we go. And we've got our label on the front right there. All my boxes are like this. Let's put it back now on the stand, like I said here. There we go. We got our dividers ready. Okay, so we're getting ready now to run the next scan. Say UFC. Oh crap! Really? You know, it's funny. I bought some Conor McGregor and some other cards. I don't know. I've got them. I don't know why I bought them. But I mean, like, hey, if there's a market for UFC, that's awesome. All right. So let me get rid of my ugly face again. Pew. All right. Here we go. So we are now starting the next box. So by the time we're done here, we would have scanned 1,700 cards and filled both boxes. And let me get this camera so it's get a little bit more of what we're doing with the box and the scans. All right, now, something you can use is at this time, you know, like I will go ahead and dust this out again, but I haven't seen any issues on the inside, so I'm not going to mess with it too much. So I'm just going to tell it to get started, and away we go. Okay, I gotta see here what the heck I've done, because now I'm getting into the my prisms, and I do these as a survey. No, that's right. Okay, so here now you're gonna see what the prisms look like, right? So we're gonna see what and you see all the speckles on my card. Again, I said this was a very dusty pack or dusty open case. just because there were so many. But anyways, we're getting ready to start prisms now, silver prisms, and then you're going to see all the variations of it. So you'll have a good idea. But let me go ahead and just put those in there, right? And I'm not going to change it in here. I could go in here and select it. So if I go here, right, and I tell it, I think wasn't there a setting for prism? No, maybe it's not in here. Maybe is it here? No. Whatever. There's a way to do it. I don't really mess with it. I do it once they call it refractor. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to cancel. I'm just going to tell it to continue. But you'll see the color change automatically. It's going to get white very quickly. So there's the white now. That's a silver prism, right? So, and that's how we differentiate. I prefer my scanning settings like this over how they look with the Chronosio settings. So just so you know, if you want a copy of how I scan it, I'll be more than happy to give you my settings. But theirs is very cloudy. Like I said, I don't like what they do. I think it takes the luster out of the card. Okay, so that's row A, and now we are doing all the. We haven't hit rookies yet, so I do mine. I order them in the order of rookies will come later. So let me just click OK, click yes, and then let's get started with the next round. So all these are sorted in such a way to where rookies will come last, and then they'll go rookies with prisms, base, prism, and then so forth. And that's how these ones are done as well. It makes it easier when I want to have them sorted. Now you're going to see you can see all these patterns are really cool, right? So all the mosaic look awesome. And you can get an idea that these are clearly a silver prism as opposed to a base. And then you'll see the red coming through here in a second. You'll see how good those look too. Whoops. Guess we're already done with that round. All right, so that's going to be the second set of 75. Let's put our divider. We'll tell it we're good. Yes. And click go. Okay, hang tight. And as soon as if you'll just hang tight 1 second, as soon as this batch is run here real quickly, I'll stop the scan, show it to you, and then just you can, I guess, go back and pause it or whatever. But give me 1 sec. As soon as this batch of 75 is done. Uh-oh. Now I've lost track. Where am I? Oh, I think that's it. I'm actually going over here now. Okay, so... All right, let me get to these now. These ones are going to be a little awkward because these are turned already, so I'm going to have to go back and reset these. But I don't care about that. So if you're scanning, like right now, I'm going to get these cards that are put in sideways. I can adjust it here real quickly. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys know this, but I'll just show you anyway. So, but I'll still have to, it'll be late before I figure it out. So I need to go right on this one. I need to go left on that one. Okay. Okay. And then obviously I didn't have that many. God, that sucks. So I only had a few to do that with. So now, and usually it takes me a while to catch it. So I'm just going to go back and change these very quickly. And you could do it. I don't have enough cards that I do like this to where it's a setting I have to do permanently or for long term. So I just do it as I'm going, then I go back and make my corrections, or I do it after I've approved the scan. I do it. I will tell you that if you're using the AI, you do want to have these turned the right way. I've had difficulty with the AI if they're turned incorrectly. All right, so that's good right there. Okay, so I'm going to save this and I'm going to show you my settings real quick. Okay, so let me just save that one. Let me get these out of here. And then what I'll do is I'll show you the menu. So bear with me a second. Okay, that goes in here. Okay, so here's my settings. Let's go ahead and click on yes. And then I'm going to, I think what I'll do is I'll go here and I'll tell it to show me the scanner every time. So in this setting, usually I only show it once. So once I tell it to scan, I don't have to see it again. Let me throw my ugly face back up here. So, okay. So usually my setting is right here on the middle, but I'm going to change it to here. And then hopefully if I click scan, I'm thinking it's going to prop it back up again. It should, I thought. Yep, here it is. It's on this screen. Okay, so here's my settings, okay? I hate that it moves. Hold on. Let me put that here. Okay. So first thing is, and I can export this actually, and I know I can, and I'll put it as a profile for you to import. But if you just want to do it, here's how it goes. So under advanced, okay, I'm going to go through this, and again, you could go back and rewind the video if you want to see it, right? So we'll go in order. Some of these are going to be obvious, but I'm just going to do them anyway. Okay, so under the full thing here, we are going to have image mode, and its color, paper source, feeder, both sides, resolution 300 dpi. Paper size, I have it down here at 4" by 3". I usually do it in millimeters, but I just found that when I'm trying to get support done or something, here everybody does inches, and I'm always using millimeters because of CAD software, so I've just said screw it, I'm gonna put it here. But I believe that in most cases I had it at like 63.5 by 89.5 or something like that, I don't know. Okay, so 4 by 3". And keep in mind, guys, that is because I'm feeding the card like this, okay? So when you're feeding the card, obviously this is the card goes in the penny sleeve this way. So I turn the card left and I make sure the face is facing the back so I can only see this piece, right? Some people have done it like this, and it will it'll start crinkling this up, and I've noticed that, so I don't do that. And if you do it like this, it's going to rip the sleeve right off. So my settings are like this. That's why it's 4 by 3 this way. All right, so just so we got that clear. Carrier sheet off, front and back merging off, and then we'll go to the image next. Okay, so tone adjustment, I have it set to bright. Color adjustment, I have to set to prioritize contrast. Cleanup is off, sharpness is off, and white level off. Vertical streak reduction I do have on. When you have that on, you'll notice it'll scan a little bit slower, but you can see it's scanning pretty fast anyway. Off on the sRGB output. Inverted image off. Okay, so that's image. Let's go to page. Cropping, I do an automatic size. I put the white background. This is something new that they added in one of the recent updates. So I put the white background, and I have noticed that by doing this, I don't have to change the background for white cards or prisms, okay? It's finding the edges perfectly, so just go that route. Try it at least. And then my output size, I do tell that I want it to go 2 millimeters farther, right? So there's the card, and go 2 millimeters out on each side to give me a picture plus the white, right? Split image off, rotation. Because of the way I told you, I put the cards in, so they go in sideways with the front facing away from me. I go 90 degrees clockwise, and it's a fan fold so that they come out like that side by side, right? Okay, where are we at? Edge correction, I do have off, hole punch removal off, and blank page detection is off. Paper feeding, let me see, we have a hardware setting for our manual feed mode. Multi-feed detection, we have do not detect. Paper protection, I have off. And pre-pick, I have on. I do like pre-pick to be on. If you don't have that, you can, it's just easier for it to pull the card and get ready than to try to do it all at one time. Okay, assisted scan, let me see, off. Continuous is automatic, job control off. Patch code detection, and let me tell you, I'm reading these, doesn't mean I know what they all mean, okay? Barcode detection off. This actually is kind of cool if you were doing like slabs, but it's not scanning slabs, so it doesn't matter. All right, let me see, an automatic profile selection off. Okay, and then I don't think the rest of these matter. And output, I do use JPEG compression here. Sorry, I skipped this one, so I don't know, that's off for endorser. JPEG compression, I have it set for 7, and everything else is, that's it. Okay, so this is literally, this is how I get the best scans for all my cards. Let me move that off the screen now, and I'm gonna go. And so when you do that, there it is in simple mode. And then I do go back up here, and I do not have this pop up every time because I used to have to tell it to show it because I would switch between prisms and regular. Now that I've got these settings, I never need this to come back up. So I just say show only once, and that's it. And now click OK. And I'm gonna get ready to scan the next batch here. So let me get this lined up. And away. Let me see, I got cards. I don't have cards in there. Shit. Hold on a second. My bad. Let me put that in there. Okay, and I'm gonna click go. Whoops. There it goes. Okay, that should kick in. Where's my screen? There it comes. And scan. Okay, so we're at 1,131 cards. As you can see on my screen, I've only scanned 56 of the 75. Did you download the new KronoCard software? I mean, I went online a couple days ago, and this was I believe the one I have is the only one. It was the most recent version. So unless it's come out today or yesterday, because I think I may have done it on Monday. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's the one I have. So I don't know. I mean, I may have missed if it came out yesterday or not. I have no idea. But I'm hoping if that's the one that's got the new pricing. It's supposed to have pricing. I don't know if they've done that yet. But I'll go check. I don't know what version. I'll check my version. But what version do you have? And I can see. Oh, wait. I need to get my ugly face off here. Sorry, guys. Boom. All right. So what I'm doing here, and this is just me to make it easier, is the next batch of cards are rookies. And I will stop my batch here because I want to be able to select rookie and just start with a rookie. So I'm going to do that. The problem is I know that I'm 20 cards or 19 cards short. Oh, I'll check it then. I don't know. I haven't even seen it. So you know what? Never mind. I'll just finish this out. It'll be easier just to keep it going this way. Let me make sure I'm in the right order. Yeah, I am. Usually I'll do that, but there's only 19 cards I'll have to go and adjust as a rookie, so that's okay. We'll just drop these in here. All right, and now I will go up here and I will tell it that these are going to be rookies. Click OK, and let's continue scanning. Okay, so there's ours right there. So have you seen anything cool with the new version? Is it doing the pricing? Okay, by the way, we're at 1,150 cards, and we have not had one error yet, so that's good. I'm going to click OK, click Yes, and we're going to continue scanning our rookie cards now. Oh, the eBay. Oh, that's awesome. I've been hearing a lot of people were pretty. I don't use it for eBay. Like I said, this is my personal collection. So the best I do, I think I've got like 100 or something thousand uploaded to their site. But it's just so like I can keep track. So I'll put a price on them of a stupid amount so people don't buy them. I just want to be able to look at them on their site. But yeah, I was watching quite a few people were pretty upset about that. But did you get messaged every 10 minutes about error? Yeah, right. Okay, well that's cool. So the pricing, man, I don't know if when they're gonna come out with that because that's probably been, I've been waiting for that, and I really feel like they've been promising it for a while. I know it was ever since I had it. All right, I'm on the last row here, by the way, so I need to change this to 50. They talked about it, and it's just like I don't understand what's taking so long. That's probably the one thing I'm very disappointed in. I don't understand. Why doesn't it support you? What do you mean it doesn't support Australian users? I don't know anything about that, so please share with me because that'll be something to definitely bring up when we speak to them, so why not? What's happening here? So I assume you mean the Australian connection to eBay? Are you doing a export data-wise, or are you trying to upload directly into eBay? Because I know that the export should be okay, I thought, but maybe not. I don't know. I mean, considering I think that they're out of, I believe they're out of Canada, I think. So, I mean, I would assume that they are sensitive to supporting pretty much multinational, but I don't know. That's something to definitely bring up. Oh, you see there? Oh, it is doing pricing? Oh, well, I tell you what. Let's find out. I'll run this last batch and then let's do some pricing and see what happens, because I did that a couple days ago and I didn't get anything. So that's awesome if that is. All right, so we're going to save this, yes, and then we're going to go to the next row and we're going to change to 75. Hey, since you've looked at it already, what pricing is it bringing? Is it giving you an average based on a particular site, or is it using eBay, or what's it using as a last sale reference? And let me make sure I've got this right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's keep going. Where? So even if you export to Excel, you can't upload, you can't import this stuff. That sucks. I mean, I would be interested in work. I mean, I did software development. I would be interested in looking to see if there's something we could use to manipulate it. You know, that would be, it seems like that would be almost a no-brainer to try to do that. But that I don't know. All right, let's see. Let me get these all out of the way. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. Oh, it looks like it uses its own site for price reference. Yikes. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if that's good or bad, I guess, but it's better than nothing. I'll find the positive in it at least. I was surprised. Something else maybe you'll know. I haven't checked this in a while, but I was surprised if that at the time when I asked them about it, they did not have the ability to enter the slab number or cert number and then pull up the card and the information. Which, I mean, I had a few thousand slabs that I wanted to upload so I could just keep everything in one, and they didn't do that. I wonder if that's changed yet, because that was something that I think Card Dealer Pro did that makes it so much easier. Oh, it's not doing every card. Wonderful. Well, whatever. I don't know. Card Dealer Pro has boasted that they're doing it. The price is just a real turnoff for me right now, but guess we'll see. That sucks. Oh, okay. So I guess that's going to count as another AI use. I mean, that may not matter to some. I don't know, but I guess that could count as another AI use. Oh my God, that'd be another 170,000. Huh. So. Well, let me ask you this. So if you do a price, does it populate the rest of the cards that you have that match that same card description or same card number or series, or does it have to do one for each card? It would seem almost redundant to have to do the same card, but you know what I mean? So like if you have 10 of the same card, you get the price once. Does it locate all the rest of the cards that you have with that same, that same identical card and automatically populate the price? I guess I'm asking all these. Where do you source your inventory? Is it for personal tips or do you buy bulk lots? You got some. Oh, so no, I actually I just buy personal, but I hustle. I run. It's funny here. I'll show you in just a second. So I run. It's kind of nerdy actually, but let me. I'm kind of embarrassed, but let me save this real quick. So here, I'll try to show without looking too stupid here. So I'm going to take this and pan this around real quickly, and please understand that my office is just messy right now. So I have 3 stations, right? There's one over there. That's where my son is. Well, he's not there right now, but it's not imaginary. But that's one station, and then here's a dual. This is another station. We have the dual screen, and then here's the third station with the 3 screens. So we usually have like 6 or 7 screens going. To watch auctions. So I wrote a database. I told you I did software development. So on my computer back here, the 3 big screens, I wrote a program, basically not a program, but a database, let's say. And so it will trend cards like, because I used to day trade, right? So I knew how important it was to day trade. So I'm trending and looking, I'm watching the trends and I'm looking at all the big auction sites, whether it's eBay or PWCC or Golden or REA or whatever it is, Robert Edwards auctions, and I'm looking at all of them and I'm watching the trends of the pricing, and like last night, and then I've got a slew of iPhones and iPads, and so like last night I was watching eBay till like midnight or 1 o'clock, and so they're all keeping track of the same items being auctioned in different places, and then I look at what the trends are, and so usually I'll buy like that, right? So it works. It's just I buy them that way because I get them usually lower than dealer pricing, it just works. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but my inventory has been bought like that. Like last night, I bought a Mickey Mantle and a Lamine Yamal. Both of them are way below the recent comp. So, but then again, when people put auctions that end at 1 in the morning, I'm like, nobody is staying up that late. So a lot of people got to go to work the next day. So I usually watch those. It's the 8 o'clock auctions I usually can't deal with. But anyways, and I think I'm going to do the next auction. Tonight is a huge one. So there's 2,000 items and I'm monitoring all 2,000 in real time. And so I've got my system ready to tell me it turns, like I wrote it to turn green or red or yellow, depending on if the pricing is good or not. And so I wait and make a move at that time. But that has helped me a lot. But it took me, it took me a while to write that stuff. But man, it's like a game changer for me. Okay, so I may do that live tonight. And if you are up or you can watch it later, I'll leave it streamed. You can see what I do. I did it once before and people were watching what I was buying and I noticed people started bidding against me. So I had to put like a delay of 20 minutes or something. Okay, so let me see. Would love to see how you get any Chrome style cards to look good. Tried everything always dark. Well, okay, so I can tell you, for example, I've got Chrome Sapphires right here. Okay, and the same setting I'm using for these prisms, I use for these, and they come out great. Yeah, it's a hustle, but you know, it's funny is I do it because I don't know, like I know nothing about sports, nothing. So I have no emotional tie to anybody. It's just like day trading. I day trade cards, that's it. And my kid, he loves opening cards. So this is some way for us to really enjoy our time together. And we have fun. Last night we did a live stream for an hour and a half opening a brand new case of these cards that I'm scanning. And we pulled some good ones, but man, he pulled some awesome cards last week. I'm going to show it. We pulled a 101 Shai Alexander. It's a Black Prism 2020. The 2023 just sold for $15,000. I mean, we just have fun. But we take our losses and get our asses kicked too. Sorry, I didn't even finish scanning yet, but to the card gurus. Okay, so I went through my settings. I'll do it again later, but if you scroll back in this video, I literally stopped scanning to go through all my settings. So find it. All you have to do is, I don't know when this is done, scroll back, or just send me an email and I'll send you screenshots. I'll also export my profile of my settings, but if you want to see something here, look, I'll scan these very quickly, and then I'll just delete them just so you can get an idea because they're obviously not. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me run these first. I got a batch and they're already ready to go. But I'll show you what they look like. So give me 1 sec. Let me see. Am I good to go? Yeah, I'm good to go. Okay. What's happening? Where's my screen? I know I clicked it. Let's go, people. Now we are having a technical difficulty. Well, it looks like my software froze. I'm not sure. This would be a really bad time for that to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna. Sheesh. I'll just get out of this and see what the hell just happened. No, looks like I'm up a creek here. What's going on? What am I missing? Something is going crazy. Great. Well, welcome to when things screw up. Whoops, I typed that wrong. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this real quickly because I'm not sure what is All right, so I'm going to try to get back into it if it'll let me. If not, I may just have to stop the service altogether. But it looks like it's not going to let me do anything. Well, that sucks. Okay, let's see. Maybe we're back. Wonderful. Well, this sucks. So we now have our technical difficulties. So I'm going to stop the service altogether. So bear with me a second. Yikes. And I'll pull the cards out of... let me pull the cards out of the scanner real quick. What a good time for that. It's a good time to clean the cards anyway. I mean, clean the scanner. So let me just let that go through. Get my duster, and hopefully this will start back up. If not, I may have to end this stream to restart the PC, but we shall see. All right, here goes. Wish us luck. Hope for the best. Okay, close that. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's not good. So let's go back. We can only hope it kicks in. Okay, so let's see, we have 135,000 cards there. Okay, let's go here and see what happens. Let's see if it'll connect. Oh, it doesn't look like it's gonna connect, does it? Come on. Oh yes, we're back in business. Okay, I hope. All right, so let's go back and set this now. I gotta go back to football. Let me set the details again. So it's going to be 2021. Man, that sucked. 2021, and then Panini, Mosaic, FOTL, and we were doing rookies. So I'll say okay, and let's see, is it in the right side? So this should be box 22. This is way off. 1, 2, and this is going to be, maybe this should be row 2. Hopefully it's got the rest of my stuff. Okay. So we're going to try to scan and see what happens. As a matter of fact, now I can show you the, I'll just happen to be, hopefully this works, but I'll show you what this looks like, and I will get my ugly face off of here. So under my settings, this is what these chrome, this is sapphire, by the way, so just understand that's going to be a little different, but this is what it looks like. Okay, so here goes. Let's see if I get my scanning prompt. There it goes. Yes, we're in good shape. Okay. I love the way that looks. I think that came out, I think it comes out very sharp. The colors are good. They're not too dark at all. I don't know if you'll agree with that or not, but I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm satisfied with it. After playing with these settings for a long time, the scans come out looking pretty sharp. So now let me just go and delete them all though. Of course we had our first error. That's awesome. Let's delete. Hope you were able to see that. Okay, now back to the screw up that I was dealing with. Okay, it's going to be these cards here. What a mess! What a mess! What a mess! Okay. Scan. Yeah, I mean, I have not had a single error in reading. So I'll tell you that I used to do black border, but I did not like it when I did prisms. And so I've liked the white border, and you can see, I mean, we've scanned now 1,511 cards, and I have not seen one error come through yet. So, I think maybe it's, it depends on what you like to do. But overall, for me, the white border has been the easiest. But again, that's just a preference that I have. But whatever works, I think it's just a matter of trial and error in the cards that you use, I guess. And also the settings that you have. Obviously, if your settings are producing a darker image or a lighter image, then one is going to be better than the other. But I don't know, I guess it's a preference. I was very happy when they put white as the option. And let me see, where am I at here? I've got like autographs here. I got stuff all over oh yeah, these are the higher end. Okay. So I guess I'm doing autos right now. No, doing blue chips, and then I missed a little batch here, but let me see, we're at 36, that's okay. And that's an auto that's gonna go over here. Oh, that's right, this will go like this. Okay, so let's keep it going. So we're at 1,547 cards. And we're about to get into the autos here. All right, so it's another set. So we're now at 1,586, of which there was a little handful of those baseball that I did. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, so we have actually these are the higher dollar cards right here that I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I may scan them just because they're so badass. I just want to kind of show them off, I guess. These are the ones that we pulled. So I'm going to save this. Click yes. Okay, and then we'll run this last batch, and people are like, man. A match from the past, and I mean error, it doesn't double feed the cards. Oh, I see. Well, okay, so I slowed, I use the hardware for that, right? So there's a hardware setting on the scanner itself to slow down. So if you go that route by pressing your menu button or what have you on the scanner and then slowing it down, that helps. Like I said, whatever works for you. I mean, it really makes a difference. It matters. Like I noticed for me, it mattered on what penny sleeves I was using. Okay, so hold on. Let's go. We're about to finish this whole thing. This is crazy. 1,596 cards. So let's get to scanning. I guess. I guess that's gonna be it. Sweet. All right, here we go. Last round, and you're gonna see here in just a second when it starts with this gold autograph. Right here, you're going to see some pretty awesome cards come through. Watch. And you got some Mahomes out of 10, at 11, and some other ones. There it is. Oh, and that Joe Burrow, had no idea we pulled a 101. It was like, holy cow. This morning when I was sorting them. So that's it. So we scanned, it looks like 1,632 cards. Maybe my count of 1,800 was off. Hell if I know. I don't think there's any more. So that should be it, actually. I don't see any more laying around. I don't think there's any more. So maybe I'm safe. Maybe we've done our job. Hey, all right. So that's cool. So let me see. We're going to save this, right? Click yes. And then I'm going to close out of it. And close out of that. And here we go. So we scanned, let's see, Thursday's cards, 1,621 total that we allowed in. And let's go ahead and just, the last one was right here. And I believe the last cards had like a sideways card that I needed to adjust. Where is it? Where's that 101? Is this it? Hold on. It's a Joe Burrow black. Crap, I don't know where it went. But it was super cool. I mean, like, I was so excited. I sent my son a text message. He's like, this is it. Look at that. It says 101 right there. Had no idea we pulled a 101. So that was really cool. Okay, so we're not going to be using that anymore. So let's go ahead now and just, we can get away from that screen and we can get away from that screen. And what we'll do now is we'll just bring this the full size. Hold on, bear with me. There we go. All right, so let's lock that in place, and now you'll have to see my ugly mug, I think, for a minute. Okay. All right. So I know we had, yeah, that was insane. I was really excited, and I cannot wait for him to see that. I don't know where the sideways card was. I know it's here somewhere. I probably just passed it up. I have no idea. I just want to turn it before I submit these. There it is. Okay, so let me submit these, and I'm going to highlight all of them, and then click AI, and click save and close, and click yes. Don't forget to update the server. Oh shoot. Okay. Crap. Okay. Crap. Well, I can. Oops. Screw it. I'll just resubmit it if I have to. I don't care at this point. I'm already committed now. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta work on that. I mean, I'm gonna end up doing all my cards anyway. So, shit. No, I'll have to do it later. So let's see. So total though, the cool thing about this is okay. So total we've done 135,326 cards since February using their system. I did notice that the last ones I did, I had to write them to update their database because they're 2023 football. They're Donruss Optic. Okay, so this is their setting right here, by the way. This is what their settings produced for me. If you look at their website, this is what I got. It's like this cloudy prism picture. I hated it. But anyways, okay, so cancel and close. I don't know how long that's going to take to produce results, but so that's it for now. I guess I'll show you guys the results. God, my hands are all sweaty from wearing this nasty stuff. We'll come back and show you all the results from that. But I'm pretty satisfied with the scanning. We didn't have one error, so that's pretty cool. The scan settings I have seem to be good for what I'm doing, and we filled up 2 boxes. It's pretty badass. So listen, I'm working on some new parts, by the way, for this scanner. And again, I don't do any top loader stuff, so if you need top loader help, I can't help you with that. I've damaged mine once before. Yeah, right. So I mean, I can't stand that prism. I don't even know what happened with that. So, all right. Other than that, guys, if you have anything or you need anything, let me know. Join us for a live break. We'll probably do one tonight or something, or tune in whenever you want. I give a lot of stuff away too. Until then, be careful, be safe, and God bless. And let me know if you need anything. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.